News Network. This is a Trap Shicey special announcement, bro. I just had a fucking thought, bro. Here be on this. Here be on this. Oh, Henny, I did a sweep. I got you. I got you right now, Henny. I did a sweep, man. I did a sweep. I had a rogue moderator, so I had to sweep everybody, and then I had to give everybody their ish back. I don't even know who that is giving life. So look. I'm about to go ahead and give y'all this thought process I had. So y'all peep that Wack getting into it with, I'm sorry, not Wack. Y'all peep that Young and Hefe is now getting into it with what's that J Cat name? Deuce M's. That's that smoker's name. So you got Deuce M's and Young and Hefe into it. But why? Because Deuce M's assumed that Aunt Hefe was doing business with Wack. But here go the thing about assumptions. When you assume, you make an A double. You make an A double. No. Henny, Trap Shicey is doing this. Rich Trapper want to know about the relationship stuff. It was separate. Sorry, I put it together. So you Deuce M's and Aunt Hefe is getting into it because Deuce M's is assuming that Young Aunt Hefe got business or dealings with Wack. You're assuming that. But so he calls Young Aunt Hefe out his name or whatever J-Cat ish Deuce M say. And then Young Aunt Hefe fired back at Deuce M's saying that he from Wisconsin because he been in Wisconsin for the last 25 years. Wisconsin is funny. That's hilarious. Shout out to Young Aunt Hefe for the funny joke. And then however Yael get involved. But here go the thing. Young Aunt Hefe say, well, Yael, you can't go to your hood. Nigga 600 can't go to his hood neither. Wack can't go to his hood neither. So what's the difference? Man? And I'm not saying this. I'm going somewhere with this. Because Wack and 600 can't go to their hoods neither. But hear me on this. Wack is using Young and Hefe to fight a battle he's afraid to fight. Wack is scared of Deuce M's and Yael, bro. This is what I know. This is not what I think. This is what I know. And Wack is using Young and Hefe, or an attempt, let me say attempt, because Young and Hefe smart. You can't nobody use you unless you want to be used when you have the intelligence level of Young and Hefe. So let me not even make it seem like or sound like anybody can be manipulating or using Young and Hefe. You feel me? But Wack is attempting to use Young and Hefe as the buffer that he's afraid to. Bro, he's scared. Wack is afraid of Deuce M's. Wack is afraid of Yael. These are facts. So you get a Young and Hefe who's not afraid to handle his business. The same way Wack used Loose Cannon to snitch. See, Wack think he's smart. He thinks he's a puppeteer. It's not 4D chess. These niggas is playing rock, paper, scissors at best, bro. Rock, paper, scissors at best, bro. So I just want to take this as a moment to just to drop this in Young and Hefe ear. Because I know when you into it with niggas, sometimes you don't think about everything and blah, blah, and I'm outside looking in. Bro, don't get into it with Deuce M's, my nigga. First of all, Deuce M's is a smoker. Number one. This nigga's a smoker. That's why he always wear the mask, because he ain't got no teeth. You feel me? Because he's a J-Cat. You feel me? He's such a... That ninja has smoked his teeth away. Swear to God. You feel me? Man, you ain't got to get into it with that nigga. Because what are you really into it with him for? Because Wack is fanning flames and doing what he got to do on his end to get somebody to fight to fight a fight that he afraid to fight. Come on, bro. I'm calling it. Wack my favorite informant. That's funny. Come on, bro. So all I'm saying is this. I'm paying attention. Because Wack will say, I never snitched on Big U. But you sat next to Loose Cannon and literally said, and I quote, wait, what you mean, nephew? Explain it. This is some high-tech-ish. That's what you said. Cash McElroy. That's what you said. So all I'm saying is this. Young and Hefe, you ain't got to get into it with Deuce M's, bro. That's just my opinion. I ain't telling you what to do. I ain't saying what you should or what you shouldn't. I ain't saying left, right, up, or down and all that. And I got a lot of love and I got a lot of respect for Young and Hefe. So I don't even want to make it seem like it's nothing other than that. I just thought about something, bro. I just had a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron. You feel me? So with that all being said, chat, y'all let me know what y'all think. Comments, let me know what y'all think. But Wack has a habit of using people to fight the battles that he's too afraid to fight. See, Wack will only go at a nigga he think is soft, that he think that can't do nothing or can't maneuver, or whoopty bam is. Think about all the battles he picks and chooses. He halfway don't know what to do with Snoopy BA. 100. Because he's not as pressured up on Snoopy BA that he wants us all to think. People just don't like Snoopy BA. You feel me? People just don't like Snoopy BA. So sometimes Snoopy BA say things that might be true, say things that might make sense, but because it's coming from him, nobody wants to hear it. But it don't change the validity of what he's saying. I don't personally like Snoopy BA, but a lot of things this nigga says are true. And a lot of things he says are not lies. And this is what I'm willing to say too. Bro, Snoopy BA got Wack pressured up, bro. I pay attention. Snoopy, if you had to wonder who would win, a Wack or a Snoopy, man, bro, Snoopy BA will whoop the out of Wack. What are you talking about, bro? That's no question. Snoopy BA will whoop Wack's feet. That's not a question, comment, or a concern. That's not something that we wonder about. Don't ever wonder. Nigga, come on, bro. Snoopy BA got Wack under pressure. That's why Wack will never really deal with him face to face and all that kind of stuff. And I guarantee, as long as, but here go the thing about Snoopy BA. Nigga, you gotta pick a side to you gotta pick a hill to unalive on, big dog. And stop trying to make friends with niggas who don't want to be friends with you. But that's a different situation for a different topic. Let me roll back into the conversation. Snoopy BA got Wack pressured up. That's a fact. Loose Cannon going rogue has Wack pressured up. That's a fact. Brick Baby was on him, pressured up. That's a fact. Come on, bro. So now you got Young and Hefe, who was just on Wack's head, had him pressured up, and you got Deuce M's old J-Cat self, who has such an Deuce M's is in love with hating Wack. Literally. He's in love with hating Wack. We all make content on Rat Run Hunter, but even I'm saying, God damn, bro. Shit. We get it. Even I'll be like, God damn, we get it. But cool. Yo, business. But anybody who caught it, even maybe sort of a little bit looks like they agree with Wack, not even saying they riding with Wack, not saying they friends with Wack, not saying they side with Wack, but Wack said it's a beautiful downside. And then somebody else said, yeah, it is a beautiful downside. Deuce M's automatically, oh, you've been compromised. You've been infiltrated. I've been in Wisconsin for the last 25 years with no teeth. So it's like 3 years past COVID and I'm still wearing a mask because I don't want anybody to see my mouth because I look like I've been chewing on rocks for the rest of my life because I'm a smoker. You feel me? Like, what? What? This is stupid. Meanwhile, you got Officer Rat Run Hunter, like Mr. Burns. Excellent. Face ass. You feel me? He comes in and he starts playing his weak little penitentiary games, weak manipulation games, saying we kind of say, and all this and all that. I can get you over here, I can get you over there, and manipulating the relationship that Young and Hefe got with Snitcher for Love Boys. Now, here's the thing about that, too. You can't say nothing about Young and Hefe having a relationship with Snitcher for Love Boys because he had the relationship with Snitcher before he was on YouTube. How we got introduced to Young and Hefe with Snitcher for Love Boys going over there with him at St. Andrews Park. He was not a YouTuber then. So, can't really hold that against him, bro. That's what he did in his real life. He didn't meet this nigga on YouTube. You feel me? He did be, bro, YouTube. He, knew him how he knew him and whatever the case is. So, whatever, that's outside of our realm. That's outside of our realm. You feel me? I'm not sure. All right, y'all know what I mean? That's okay. She wanted y'all to know that. Anyway, so here you got Wack now hitting Snitch Hunter up. Nephew, what's up with your boy? Who you talking about, Wack? Who you talking about, Wack? Nephew, talk about your boy, young guy Hefe. Cause Wack always eating. Young guy Hefe, nephew. That's the homie. You know me. I gotta. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I gotta. I got a relationship with my. Matter of fact, let me bang his line. And then you got Young and Hefe, who was just told by FLAKKO he'd never be on No Jumper, who now is on No Jumper. So I'm not finna sit here and say that Young and Hefe's been compromised because Young and Hefe definitely won in his war with him and FLAKKO. Boom, battle won. Because FLAKKO was just saying less than 2 or 3 weeks ago, Young and Hefe, he's a clown, he's a nobody, he'll never be up here. Well, there the fuck he is. There he is. You feel me? So check the score for Young and Hefe on that one. You know what I'm saying? And then keep in mind too, man, No Jumper still is the biggest platform in our universe. You know what I'm saying? Call it what you want to call it. Don't call it what you want to call it. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. That is still a milestone. And Young and Hefe still was exposing himself to a whole bunch of people that would have never have known him outside of that exact moment. So I'm not mad at him for clocking his chili like that. All I'm simply saying is this. Before you get into it with that nigga Deuce M's, make Wack take a fade with that nigga. Let the Bloods handle what they gotta handle first. Yeah, I put it on that. Let them two Bloods handle what they gotta handle first. Let Ruthless Toothless and let Ruthless Toothless and Mr. I can't go to Paru Street and I'm a Paru. Let them niggas handle what they gotta handle first. Let them niggas get in the gloves and they handle what they gotta handle. Let them niggas do their Damu due diligence. And then after that, if you still feel so inclined, then that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But let's never forget, before Young and Hefe, who's a real one, jumps into a situation over a fake one, let the fake one do his due diligence first. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Am I making sense? If I ain't making no sense, I ain't making no sense. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. I'll take that too. Wack ain't gonna whip my feet about it. Neither is Ruthless Toothless. So whatever. That's that. But I stand on what I said. I stand on what I said because I'm watching Young and Hefe now kind of like cut the line for issues and aggressions. And I ain't gonna say these niggas finna take a fade. I'm not finna say Young and Hefe and Ruthless Toothless finna get into nothing. Like I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna take it to that level, you know, whatever it is, whatever. But I know that Wack should have had a motherfucking fast pass to the front of that fade line. That's what I know. That's what I know. And I know that nigga's been like Lil Kim, you know, all that shit, dodging and ducking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't this nigga fucking quiet storm face ass nigga. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's fucking, cause man, if this nigga's not the fucking hide and seek world champion, golly. The only person who hide better than Wack is Fatso. But that's a different story for a different day too. So, in conclusion, Deuce Sims ain't got no teeth. Wack is ducking fade from a nigga who ain't got no teeth. And I want to see Young and Hefe just get money and don't care about nothing but what the check say. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Niggas ain't got no teeth and other niggas is dodging fades. That's all I'm saying. Why are you wearing a mask and COVID been out? I'm just saying. Free Avenue Angel until he's free.